Hello, today I'm going to be ranking all the coasters at Six Flags Great America from worst to best. Everything except Flash Vertical Velocity was closed, and Joker I really don't know how to rank because it's a different ride, and I didn't really want to ride it, so that cancels out. Starting off the list at number 14, it's Woodstock Express. I strongly prefer the Woodstock Express at Kings Island. Though this is steel, it is boarding a kiddie coaster and a family coaster, but I think it's kind of forceless. It's good at what it's trying to be. Not much else to talk about for Woodstock since it is just a kiddie coaster, but it's good at being a kiddie coaster. That's it. Number 13 is Demon. I said Woodstock was good at what it was trying to be. This is not good at what it's trying to be. It's trying to be a thrill coaster. It just has tons of headbanging. And the loops are just like weirdly painful. I don't know why. Janky transition into the corkscrews. And just main thing is headbanging. Not really forceful inversions other than the painful loops. I like the theming. I like the theme song. But that's really all this coaster has that I like. And sorry for going silent. They have little bursts. It has bursts of strong headbanging and then just like it's a headbang based ride. I do not like anything except what I said about the ride experience. I don't like anything about the ride experience, It's good for your first upside down coaster if you can take a little headbanging, but I do not really want to have any other reason to do this again. Except maybe for when they decide to close it, I'd give it a final send-off or just throw a party at my house. I don't know. But cool name. Cool coaster. I'm just going to keep yapping till this POV is over. Next up is Little Dipper. I really like Little Dipper for, you get good views of the construction. Not like a good ride experience necessarily, but you get good views of the construction, and that's the main thing that I like about it. As of 2027, the drop has a little kick to it. I didn't feel any airtime like on Woodstock Express at Kings Island. Similar ride. It runs smooth for a 1950 coaster that got relocated. I think it was a good choice for the park to relocate it. Good fit, like it, for what it tried to do. Batman the Dark Knight is at number 11 on this list, and it's not necessarily a bad ride. It was my first Wild Mouse. Don't expect anything crazy like Flight of Fear if you are on the coaster. It's just a Wild Mouse with minimal theming inside of a box that looks hideous. Jerky, but it's meant to do that on the turns. I just never really got the thrill out of it. I only rode it once because I was on a rush to get Superman before it got stuck again. So, yeah, it's not really, like, the best ride. It's not the best ride. It's jerky, so, like, young kids will not like it very much, I don't think. And it's not for thrill seekers, so it just falls in like nowhere category. I guess family coaster, but it's not thrilling enough to be a family coaster. But it's also too jerky to be a kiddie coaster. It just falls there. I I watched The Dark Knight once, and I think it's an overrated movie. Just want to say that, even though this isn't a movie review. Next, we have number 10, The Wizard. For now on, the rest of this list, I like all of these coasters. So, just want to say that. It could really go either way, except for this placement. The Wizard, I like just a seatbelt. It should be gone, and I'm glad it's not gone in there. Move Shockwave, since people like it so much, they protested to keep it open. It's a funky coaster with the spiral lift hill. Some good lateral forces on the first drop into the turn. Just a bunch of shallow, long, drawn-out drops that I really can't rank high in the park, because it's, at the end of the day, it's just not that thrilling. There's a nice scenic ride throughout the trees. This is where half the trees are dead, so it's not looking as good as it was in the video right here. Get good views from the sky tower of it. It's a photogenic ride, I think. Darting through the trees to where you almost touch the ground. Like the main theme of it. Pretty short ride. In between short and long, don't know what to call it. Medium length ride. Has a long wait. I get why people like it. It's like the park's only family coaster. So that's probably the main reason it draws a lot of long lines. Yeah, good. It's a little shaky, but what do you expect? It's a 50-year-old coaster. Yeah, that's all I have to say for the Wizard. Okay, number 9, X-Flight. I know, it's kind of a hot take. X-Flight has good hang time, not much else. Two good hang time elements, like on the drop and the inline twist at the very end. Waited a little long for this one. Hour for the standby line, 1 train ops. So, it's not worth the wait if you had to wait an hour. I wouldn't wait any longer than an hour if it's your first time visiting. Worst zero-G roll. I don't know how you bad a zero-G roll or not make a good zero-G roll. Good near miss element. I slightly prefer Thunderbirds with the barn. Trying to think of stuff to say. Good theming. Just abysmal operations for this coaster. And, yeah, it's just short. For Aaron Mill Batman clone. Just a Batman clone. Not really. It's a little rougher than the one in Six Flags St. Louis. First Batman clone. Don't blame it. Yeah. Forceful. Good theming. I like going into that tunnel. It does suck that it can't put tons of people on that bridge. So they kind of have to have a ride up, letting people in slowly, which slows down the line quite a bit. Also, good views of construction as of right now. So if you want to peek at the construction, I suggest riding Batman. And it's Batman. It's just Batman. That's all I want to say about it. Since it's honestly a relatively short, forceful ride. So, short but sweet. Good theming. That's probably my favorite part. Yeah. It sparked 20 clones. So, I guess it was the thing back when it opened. Okay, Superman. At number 7, this is one of the scariest rides I've done, in my opinion. Just flying or just hanging there in the station. I think I grayed out on this one, and it's really intense. Just with the pretzel loop, everything outside of it is just it's pretty tame. Don't know why I stopped the video there, but I'm just gonna keep talking till I decide to stop. Tame ride outside the pretzel loop. Yeah, fun, smooth. Waited like an hour 30, I think, at opening for this. It's really popular, one train, because I don't know who thought it was a good idea to run one train on the most popular coaster on a Saturday. How do you think that's going to go, Six Flags? It's no down back, but it will still strike back. I don't know the catchphrase. Viper! I don't know what I'm doing. I like Viper, has good pops of airtime. I suggest riding second to the back in the entire train for smoothness and good airtime. Double Down, a little overhyped, that has, and slows down to like a crawl to where you think you get stuck, which was kind of freaky. Right there. A Coney Island Cyclone clone. Yeah, that sounded weird. Good laterals on this turn. Not a huge lateral fan. I think this ride is highlighted by some of its airtime that it has. And it's a double out and back layout. Okay, here comes the start of the double down. I don't know what they're calling it. But, good airtime pops. Decently long ride. And, the queue is kind of abandoned, so you're, like, freaking out if there's not a 30-minute wait, Six Flags. And just goes around with kind of head choppers. Can't touch the Goliath for the best wooden coaster in the park, or American Eagle, but still a good coaster. You could scream, you could shout, but there's no way out of hearing me yap about American Eagle. Best ride-up line ever. American Eagle has 2 really good pops of ejector airtime at the beginning. Drops pretty good. Helix is a huge wasted element. I think they could have done something better. Blue Side has stronger airtime, but I mean, not many people say that, but Red Side has more, Blue Side has stronger. I swapped this around with Max Force with the Ratchasa Raging Bull and Goliath a ton before doing it, but it just got here at number 5. No hate to this ride at all. Runs pretty smooth for a who knows how old coaster, but yeah, some good, really good airtime on the return trip. Just wish the Helix was banked more, but I know it wasn't in an era where wooden coasters banked, or really coasters in general banked. You can hear me breathing so hard. Yeah, just... Oh, ow! I just smashed my toenail on the side of a table. Oh, crap. I just busted my toenail off. A good ride. Plows into the brakes after this helix. Week finale. Yeah, not much else to say about it. I just don't want to keep talking about random stuff to talk about random stuff. I don't care what Peter Piper does.
Face the wrath of
Me yapping about Wrath of Rich also. I need to call him for better one-liners. Okay, so, I don't know what to say about this ride. Alright, definitely by far is the dive hanging over the edge. I luckily got the front and didn't really feel a need to do it again because it had a steady hour wait throughout the day. Yeah, this is the best part. Just hanging over the edge, seeing that 96-degree drop and ahead of you. It takes my stomach. I wish it had like more of a sudden release instead of like a slow, but I don't know if all dive coasters do that. I like the demonic knot too. This doesn't really feel like an inversion. Just saying that. But here's the start of the demonic knot. It's really a weird concept for an inversion. Never mind. Here's the start of the demonic knot. Lots of twists on it, which I like. It's fun to watch cycle while you're in the queue line. I like it. Pretty. 34 seconds to talk about Max Force because it is an extremely short ride. The launch is really punchy and strong. Yeah. Good hang time on the banana roll. Some call it dog tongue. I call it banana roll because it looks like one. Launch is so punchy. It feels like teleportation. But after the launch, it has my second favorite element in the park. With this roll, you get upside down airtime, and then that is like forceless, and then you just get stabbed into a strap. I also feel like I have to speedrun Goliath because it is short and there is so much in the ride. Goliath is good coaster, good ejector airtime. Lift hill is steep, does not take up a huge plot of land at all. And hang time on the stall is probably my favorite part. And the Immelman is good too. Right before the stall. First drop, second to back, still kind of smooth. And you get pulled over the first drop and float all the way down till you go into a good turnaround and then an ejector pop. It's 165 feet tall with a 180-foot drop. And, yeah. Stall has two good hang time elements, two good ejector airtime elements, two turnarounds, two of everything, and one good drop. Just literally 30 minutes ago. And you plow into the. And number 1, Raging Bull. This has my favorite drop on a coaster, I think, close with Orion. But I love the ejector airtime that you get going down the drop and off the mid-course brake run. It's filled with floater and ejector in between the 3 little segments that it has. The drop, the mid-course, and the station. It's littered with tiny ejector and floater hills that just work really well with the coaster. I did not ride in the very back. I got row 8 since they don't apparently let you pick your rows. But row 8 was still really good. 4 was good too. And you feel the speed going through this tunnel and up into this thing, which is kind of forceless, I'll say that. This has good floater. And I just like the drop. That's the main part. You float all the way down. This thing's fun. And then here comes the ejector. You kind of get whipped right there in the back. Yeah, you get pulled over that thing. Then the ride photo is at the bottom of that hill. So have your not terrified face on. Trim brakes, but you don't really feel them. And that's about it for the coaster. It has really good operations. It has 2 trains. I think they could run 3 if they really, really wanted to. But yeah, bye. Put your rankings in the comments because I want to know them with the 34 people that are going to see this. And like and subscribe, please. That felt weird to say. Do whatever you want. Bye.